Oh man,
That'd be tough. I ain't gonna
I'm excited, bro.
Every top flight security of the world in this bitch. You know?
I'm hella excited, bro. Bro, new setup, a brand new look. We've been gone for a minute. I ain't gonna cap.
A long minute.
Got a new face. Not so much new because he's been here before.
Yeah, I've been here, but
he was. Wasn't he our first guest?
No, our second. I think.
Yeah, Rohan was our first.
I was supposed to be the first, but I had the working shit.
Yeah. So, first thing first. Welcome back. Man, it's been almost 3 months. It's been a long time, and I gotta apologize because I was supposed to come on social media and be like, "Hey, we're going through a little phase right now, and we're not gonna be uploading any episodes for the time being." And I just never got to it. I got my own channel to focus on. I got my own channel to focus on. I had a job at the time. I ain't got no job no more. I'm like Caleb now, or how Caleb
Caleb been there now.
Caleb got a job now, so shoot. I'm like,
never lose that bit.
What? He gonna be the laughing stock again.
Right back on him.
But yeah, we've been gone for a minute, and you want to talk about why we've been gone a little bit?
Man, just everybody's schedule not really matching up how we wanted. Joe, he's playing basketball. He's in school. He's got to work. He's got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And he can't just drive 4 hours every weekend to record his podcast. So we've trying to figure out, like, we had to have another guest because I'm pretty sure didn't Diaz move to Augusta?
Yeah, Diaz moved too. So he was originally going to be the guy that, comes in, but then he ended up moving too. So,
he moved and we had to find the right person to keep going with this. And me and Daniel had to really dig deep and figure out if we really still wanted to do this.
Yes, because it was a point. Because I remember when Joe first broke the news to us, he was like, "Man, I ain't really feeling the podcast no more." Nigga, I was devastated.
I was devastated too, bro.
I was so mad. I was like, but ain't no way he just gonna bail on us. But I ain't react too crazy because like, okay, there's a reason for this. He not just doing this out of nowhere. And a few days later, he came back. He's like, I'm kind of burnt out, and I do want to continue doing this, just not right now because I'm so busy with everything. So I understood that.
Y'all will see Joe in the future.
Yeah.
I'd say like probably maybe spring break or around summertime.
Yeah, for sure.
But for the time being, we're going to pump out content with my boy David. I've seen him on here before.
Yep. Welcome him. He's a part of the family now. Welcome him with open arms.
Yes.
And
yeah, I most definitely will see me. I'm a little greedy, I like to eat.
This nigga here.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, bro. I appreciate the people who are watching now because if you're watching now, you really, really like us because we've literally we haven't posted a TikTok, an Instagram reel, YouTube short, nothing in almost 3 months.
Man, we literally blew up on TikTok, gained thousands of followers. We peaked and we just let it go down. Literally
we gained almost over 12,000 followers on TikTok.
What are we at, like 14?
We're at like 14
almost 15
point something. Yeah. So the fact that we chose the absolute worst time to just go ghost, but I'm a firm believer in if you can do it once, you can do it again.
Yeah, I was going crazy because me being a fan, like actually supporting y'all, watching the videos, and like seeing y'all grow, I've been like these boys really going after it. So when I heard like y'all thinking about it, I was like, man, ain't no way that could happen.
Like, bro, when that clip broke out on TikTok, bro, we was like, what the fuck?
Exactly, because it was so crazy. Because like, bro, I had a feeling it would bang because like I forgot what happened like the night before, but I wasn't able to upload it. And
the sound had got removed the first time.
Yep.
And it was already blowing up though. Like it had like 15,000 views.
Yep. Sound got removed and I got discouraged. I was like, man. So, we tried again and came back and that joint went stupid. I'm talking about first day it did probably 200,000-300,000. And over the next the next month, it just kept going up. It would come in waves.
Up after that. People stitching the video.
Yeah. People
so many comments on that video. So many saves, shared, like everything. Like
All it is, like I said, it's always a right time for everything. Like it just shows that shit was meant to be. Like it was meant for that to happen.
Like keep it above, bro. That shit was funny.
It was funny. So crazy. Cause like, bro, I was so excited. You know what? I got kind of blowed because like when it happened, I called the group chat. I'm hollering and screaming. I'm so excited. And I'm like, Joe, look at it. This nigga did not care. I was like, oh yeah, because before he even told us that he wasn't feeling the pod no more, that was the moment when I was like, something is up. And then like a few like days later, he came to us and told us. But you know,
because the first time we had like a video kind of blow up, like we was all going crazy.
That only had like 300,000. Yeah. So for this to get almost 1 million, and he's just like, I guess like, what's wrong with you? But you know that was. We passed that now. We still love Joe. Joe is our brother. There's, unless it's not already made abundantly clear, absolutely no beef. That's our guy. Yeah.
Joe, if you don't come back, it'll be beef though.
Yeah. You do need to come back.
For sure.
At least say goodbye if you're going to go. Dang, nigga. I remember the last episode before we left, this nigga sat here and lied straight to the camera. No more long breaks, guys. We're going to go hard. That came out this nigga mouth. Boom. Gone. I was like, all right, bro. But, that's how the cookie crumbles. But we're back now. We're back and better than ever, I might say. I know y'all see
this is
the new setup.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. Like,
yep.
We done came a long way, man. We was just on that wall
over there. With that wall right there.
With the freaking cookout table with 3 computers and the mic connected to the computers, bro. I'm talking about we was all out there, bro.
Man, losing audio, losing video footage, and I had to go.
One person audio sounded better than the person next to you.
Man,
shit.
That's crazy. We done came a long way.
No more of that.
But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all and welcome back to the Lunchroom Podcast for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, let's go ahead and get into this first topic. First thing, we missed so much stuff at the end of the year. Andrew Tate went to jail. We saw the rise of Ice Spice, and boy,
she ain't failed yet.
I gotta say,
I swear I see her every other week on social media.
I swear to God, but y'all seen when they had her birthday pictures up everywhere, bro? When it was her birthday, she was on every social media.
Talking about when she had on that little bikini jump.
I think, yeah, and she had the balloons.
And then another picture surfaced of her in her high school yearbook.
Looking like Nipsey Hussle.
Lauren London, yeah.
She did like Lauren.
I gotta say, Ice Spice. That's a good woman right there, boy.
Look at him munching.
Hey,
boy, either for real.
That a good look, boy. Hey, boy, we need to have her on the pod. I ain't gonna try to. We gonna have a good interview, but that's a good looking woman right there. Bro. What else happened at the end of the year?
Me and David tied down, bro.
You can
have that interview.
Both of y'all married.
You can have that interview, bro.
Vibing, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what you need though.
Never
get
know.
out here, get with him.
More pride to you, bro.
Calling you a bunch of
that would be crazy. That would be. Hey, that's like
imagine you hook up with Ice Spice on the Lunchroom Podcast.
Be like, you trying to be a much?
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry laughing. That shit gonna be funny.
Oh, well, we saw the rise of Chrisean and BlueFace and how all that mess going on.
I hate how people try to say they like so goals, and they so toxic.
So toxic.
I think people are past that point now, like way past it. I haven't seen nobody really call them goals, but what I've seen more is people like laughing at them, not necessarily laughing at them, but more so kind of like, ha ha ha, they're getting beat the hell up behind the scenes. Ha ha, it's so cute and funny. I'm like
I remember when she hit him in the head with like the liquor bottle, bro. I was like, there's no way you staying with this. Like, what? It can't be that good for you.
Bro, and then on the interview, like the dude had brought it up, and she got mad because she brought it up and they had to escort BlueFace.
Yeah.
You see how she hit that TV, bro? I'm sitting there like, oh my God.
But I think, bro, because what that nigga doing, that nigga a master manipulator. Because what I feel like he doing, I feel like when the cameras is on, he trying to act like he not really into her. Because he done said like, oh yeah, this ain't even a real relationship no more. This just for entertainment. You are a liar. Mm-hmm. You is pillow talking with her behind the cameras, telling her, I love you. Da, 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 da. You the one for me. But when the camera cut on, man, that ain't even my girl for real. And he tried to make her look crazy when in reality, she messed up. But that nigga just is messed up.
Say he ain't got to try too hard, but there's something wrong with her.
Sometimes I be feeling like some of the stuff they do is like staged. Because they know they're going to get looked at, and they know it's going to break social media.
Like, I don't know if you seen the stuff with, like, when it was with her father and all that junk, and they got in that big altercation, and they was fighting. I was like, there's no way this is real. I refuse to believe this is
remember
real.
he went on social media and said, I'm her daddy now. I was like, bro, there's no way you just said that.
Come on, bro. Like, that's, I genuinely, like, I wish the best for both of them, because, like, I'm the type of person, like, even no matter, like, what people are really done, like, it's like a reason, like a root cause. Like, she not crazy for no reason. He not this evil guy for no reason. So it's just like, I wish they would figure out what the heck is wrong with them, get that junk straightened out, and move on from each other. Because I feel like this is going to keep getting, like, publicized and romanticized until somebody is locked up or dead. And at that point, it's too late.
I ain't gonna lie. I can see why he don't leave her though, cause I'd be scared. Y'all seen her deadlift all that weight, like 315?
She did deadlift like 315 with like ease. Like she kind of did that a little. She did it a little easier than him.
Yeah, no cap, cause he was up there shaking out his Jimmy jeans.
But hell, even if he tried to leave, she not finna let that happen.
Nah, he said he tried to leave one time. She broke everything in his house.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you really want to leave, especially at that level, like you got money, you can. I'm not gonna say he want to go off the grid, but if he really wanted to get away from her, he could. He can move states. This nigga, they live in California. That ain't cheap. He can find a cheaper place to stay and be just gone from her. So people like that toxicity. That's what it is. They thrive off of it.
I was about to say, because it be seeming like she don't want to leave either.
Nah, she don't want to leave.
Like,
she's stuck there. She's trying to have 3 kids at the same time.
Man, I don't know.
And then the junk had. It came out that she was pregnant. They had 3 abortions, and
the first thing that BlueFace said on social media
said it wasn't his kid, and then like the next day she getting into fights.
That's what I was gonna say. Wasn't she drinking and fighting?
Drinking, like, I'm like, oh my god.
And then they was like, BlueFace even said that she off the liquor or something. Like, I'm like, how are you drinking and you got a
So
kid,
is she really even pregnant? Is the question. Like, did she just say that?
I have no clue. I've been staying away from it recently, so she may be pregnant. She may have gotten an abortion. I have no clue. I think adding a baby into it is probably the worst.
The worst idea.
Worst thing, because at that point, you have ruined a child's life before that child is even born. They shouldn't even be smashing. But you know, people don't care. They gonna do what they want to do.
And then she bringing that level of like toxicity in the other relationship too. Cause you seen what she did with DDG and his relationship.
Nah.
So basically, DDG and Halle was arguing or whatnot, and he texts Rubi Rose like, "Are you still in the city?" type shit. Yeah. And Chrisean told Rubi Rose to basically send the text screenshot and post it on social media.
She the one that said that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's the whole reason that all that junk happened. Like, and DDG seen that junk live on screen, was like, I hate this bitch. Like, he was dead ass like through it. Like, cause like I don't even know if he was trying to do anything with Rubi Rose. Cause I mean,
no, but you know that they
used to
date. Like,
he had one thing in his mind.
It ain't like he was like, come over or some shit. It was just like, you still in LA. You might be trying to do a video. You never know. But like,
but the thing that escalated even more was like what happened between him and how you say her name? Halle?
I think it's Halle.
It's because they like the day before they had just unfollowed each other on social medias, and then the next day, this type of screenshot comes out saying DDG was texting Ruby. Like,
everything was just bad.
Part of me think that's also staged. Like, cause DDG, I've been following DDG for a minute. Yeah, that dude will do any and everything in order to get some publicity, some type of content. He's a very smart individual. Yeah, nigga was valedictorian. Yeah, he's not no dummy. So I feel like everything he's doing is calculated. They may be broken up or whatever. You know, I have no clue, but I would bet money and say that he's probably staged all this because he's on the internet like trolling about it. Like it seems like he don't care. She probably in on it, and it seemed like both sisters going out bad.
I was gonna say this just popped up out the blue, bro. Because they were.
Why you say both sisters going out bad?
Because they slandering Chloe because she got a song with Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, yep.
So yeah, they people are still mad about the Chris Brown thing with Rihanna, rightfully so, because even after that, he's still putting his hands on people, acting crazy and whatnot. So. He what is the point? I'm trying to transition. What is it?
It's so basically BlueFace and Chris Brown was getting into it because Chris Brown basically went on a rant like for like a few days, basically saying like just posting underneath everything, and then it came to the point where he was like, y'all watch Chrisean and BlueFace beat on each other everything and don't say nothing, but y'all still talking about me and Rihanna when I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, this is something cool to do. Like, this is popular on TV, but y'all still criticizing me for it.
Yeah.
So
I'm finna try to find the.
My thing is like I don't necessarily think he had to bring in the fact about BlueFace, but it kind of helps his case.
Yeah.
Cause it's like people literally see BlueFace in his relationship and still try to call that shit goals.
Yeah.
But that shit is really toxic. Like this man be putting his hands on her. He should be putting his hands on him. Like that's not how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I was finna say, cause like they literally are posting like pictures of injuries and broken items and like they're showing you they fighting. Like they're getting into
They're
this
very
stuff.
open about it.
And it's like Chris Brown said, that was back when he was young. I'm not justifying what he did at all because hitting women is definitely wrong.
I'm finna read off exactly what.
But I'm
Chris
saying
Brown
like
said.
people learn from their mistakes. Like you feel me?
Hold on. If y'all still hate me for a mistake I made at 17-year-old, please kiss my whole ass. I'm effing 33. I'm so tired of running with this narrative, you weird niggas. That nigga can't spell. That tune in every week to see BlueFace and Chrisean beat the F out of each other in front of the world, but that's okay. It's entertainment. Y'all can suck my dick. Where are the cancel culture with the white artists that date underage women, beat the F out their wives, giving hoes AIDS? Oh, that's right. They are your buddies. No more fake love from me. Stay out of my way or get ran over. Simple as that. None of you, and I mean none of you niggas can F with me. Okay, that last part is extremely valid. Talking about the white people that kind of get away with doing all this crazy stuff, and it kind of just like nobody really talks about it. They still get nominated for Grammys and Oscars and all that. But I think when you know you wrong, trying to say, but what about this guy? It's like when we came up and our mom was like, say like, if you were speeding and officer pull you over and you're like, oh, but he was speeding too, but nigga, I caught you type jump. It's like, you still wrong, and you trying to bring up somebody else wrongdoing. I mean, you're not wrong for bringing them up, but you're the last guy that need to be talked about, especially a guy like Chris Brown, because like I'm a person that's like, okay, if you did things in your past, especially when you was young like that, because I didn't know he was 17. I'm only 20.
I didn't know he was
that young.
I swear to God, I thought he was like 40, 50, bro.
Bruh.
Nah, no, I've been listening to him since I was like 3, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think he was 17 at the time. This man 33 now, bro.
He's 30, but you gotta think this happened in 08. That's 15 years ago. 14 years ago.
Damn,
So-
that shit did happen. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
Why
so-
was he driving with just Rihanna in the car?
They was dating.
I'm saying he's 17.
You really only got your learners around that age.
No, you don't.
Most people,
Is it 16? You can get your
Yeah,
license.
you get your class D license or something at 16.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so I'm just saying,
Let me be quiet.
but so he absolutely could have been like in that situation. I had no idea they were that young, but like I feel like the way I am, I can't really look at a person and see a changed man and still be trying to hold
Accountable.
Exactly. But Chris Brown still got restraining orders on him to this day. And I've seen a post, and people lie on social media all the time. So
of course.
So this what I'm about to say could be completely wrong because this is what I saw someone else say. But I saw that he done beat up a whole bunch of other people. He done been all types of phobics. Like I told you in the car, I want to say he fought or beat up Frank Ocean or something like that. I'm like, this nigga is terrible. So for him to still be kind of, and he hasn't addressed that stuff. He only addresses the Rihanna stuff. So it's like for you to come on the internet and be like, oh, look at those guys. I'm bad, but those guys are just as bad. It's like, come on, bro. You're the last guy to be talking.
He's
about
kind of
that
trying to draw the attention away from
him.
himself.
Yeah, and I think that's the worst thing you could do. That makes you look even worse, in my opinion.
But I mean, he has a point at the end. At the same time, he has a point.
Yeah,
I'll keep it a buck. He has a point.
It's just crazy coming from him. It's like Bill Cosby giving a freaking lesson on not drugging people. It's like, nigga, you're one to talk. Come on now. You the last one that need to be talking about.
Do nothing but give somebody a pudding pop, bro. Come on now.
What is this
I'm just
nigga
saying,
talking
bro. That's
about?
like saying R. Kelly should really be in jail right now. Like
He's not for real.
What are you talking about?
Shut up, bro.
But he gave us music for generations, and we just locked this man up for a little booty tang. You know
That nigga,
little cat calling.
bro. That nigga was.
Them girls was young, bro. Come on.
He was too. That nigga was 30 years old.
Bro, that's
That,
young.
bro,
And black people talk that's young.
Shut up.
All right, bro.
Aaliyah was what, 15, and he was
Her
27.
parents threw her over there, bro. I ain't trying to get that, bro.
Now I will. That's the same thing.
Hook, line, and center her.
Oh my gosh, the parents, Aaliyah's parents should be held accountable, but that don't change the fact that a 27-year-old man married and the courts, because he legally married her. I want to say,
You're right.
So,
Bro, it's just like Leonardo DiCaprio.
now that
Did you know you know the song Sweet Caroline?
Yeah.
You know the dude who made that song was like a pedophile.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
It's a lot of them that
there's
get
a
away
lot
with
of them that
stuff
get away
like
with it. What you said about
Motherfucker Leonardo DiCaprio 40 married to a 19-year-old.
he's 50. He's
50?
50. That nigga is 50.
I thought he was
Whoa,
40.
what?
Oh, he is 50.
nigga is 50.
Oh my god.
Bro, it's so crazy because niggas will justify a nigga sleeping with a girl just because she's legal. I'm sorry. I'm 20 and I could be talking to someone who's 18, and even 18 is like, I'm not entirely too sure. Because
fresh out the high school.
exactly, fresh out of high school, I've been out of high
Right
school
for picking.
See, this nigga's crazy. But I've been out of high school for 2 years.
David not gonna last on here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. David not gonna last on here, bro.
Look, bro. It's all entertainment purposes.
Bruh. Yeah. Please make sure you let that be known. But yeah, like, it's like, I'm only 20 and I look at girls that are just leaving high school and I'm like, I'm on the line about it. But for a nigga to be 30, 40, 50, and you're just, and he,
Bro, and you gotta think about it. Isn't he married to that girl?
I don't think he married. I think that the thing is
I thought he was.
he ain't been married. That's the thing. He literally is that like the kind of like, I guess, trend with him is that he gets into a relationship and once they turn 26, he leaves them for someone younger. And it's like he keeps repeating that process.
This
And
motherfucker
now
trying to beat the life cycle.
Exactly.
So imagine knowing my time up next year.
like just last year, he was in a relationship with somebody and turned 26, and they came out that they broke up. So
know
now
what
he's
time
like,
it is, right?
he done went extra young now.
You'd be like, you know what time it is, right?
Yeah,
Go ahead and pack your bag.
Your free
shorty,
trial
bro.
is up.
I
The subscription is up.
loved him as an actor, but it's like I can't even look at him.
Yeah, like, bro, I done seen, like, The Revenant was hard. The one he was fighting the bear and stuff, I like, that jump was hard. But
Gatsby was good.
I didn't watch
seen that
Gatsby.
movie.
I haven't seen a lot
Well,
of
we read the book and we also I watched the movie.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. He played a great role for Gatsby.
But it's just like, dang, like, you can't find nobody. Like, yo, that lets you know, bro. And I saw another clip in his bag. It was a black nigga. Nigga making us look bad. This nigga, he got a big old smile on his face. Nigga 33 years old. I love younger women. Like, oh my gosh. Fresh out of high school. Like, they're so much more impressionable.
Nah,
you can mold them. Now, the woman that you want them to be. They don't have that much experience with other men. I'm like, you are a sick nigga, bro. Like, he's talking about it so freely and openly. Like, it's good. Like, it's something that, nigga, you should get slapped in your face for saying some bull like that.
Well, you need to go to jail.
No, I'm saying, like, he's bragging about it and he can't understand in his head that, like, he's literally, because his defense is like, oh, the women who are 25, 30, however old, they got kids, they got bad, like, relationships with previous bad relationships that have kind of tainted them in a sense, basically saying that they have less value as a partner because they lived life. But he's literally making that person. When you go and look for a girl as a 33-year-old, you're looking for an 18, 19, 20-year-old, and you're looking for that specific age range, it's like you're literally turning them into the women that you ended up despising. It's like, how do you not see the issue with that? And then it's like, okay, would you want your daughter to date a nigga like you?
I feel like that's one of the reasons why women like look so down on men nowadays because of social media. There's so many men just like that on social media.
Yeah.
And so many of them that have higher standards, like they got power and following. That are saying,
you talking about women?
No,
or
men that are saying that exact same thing. They
Yeah.
got higher power and social following, and they
Take.
teach their younger people. All right, bro. They're teaching younger people the same thing that you're saying is making like everything to be bad for us right now.
Yeah, it's like, because I think the issue is for a long time it was kind of like just the okay thing to do. Oh, men are trash, kill all men and this, that, and the third. And women absolutely have the right to feel whatever they feel about men due to the experiences that they had. It's similar to like the relationship between black and white people. Like we have every right to feel how we feel, but I think it becomes a point where you go not too hard, but you start generalizing and making every man a villain, every man a terrible person. And when you instill that into men, there's going to be somebody who comes along and puts that to rest. And I think people like Andrew Tate or Sneeko, or even before he passed away, like a Kevin Samuels, like they were coming on here saying these like seemingly outrageous things. Some of it was outrageous. I'm not gonna say seemingly, but they said this crazy stuff about women, and then the women are getting so up in arms about this. But the only reason that they're being this extreme is because of how extreme y'all were for so long. And I'm the guy that's kind of like, okay, the solution is in the middle. If y'all find the middle ground without putting each other down, then we'll have some progress. But all this bashing women and bashing men, it's not going to fix any of the situations that we have in society. So I truly think that niggas need to do some reevaluation before they just go everywhere calling people pedophiles and creeps and
most definitely, because you can't even go to the gym for real.
Exactly. You can't. Like, bro, it's over the last month.
You get caught in somebody clip you out, bro.
I seen the clip of the girl. She talking about I can't believe he's staring at a 21-year-old underage girl. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? A 21-year-old underage girl? That don't even sound right coming out my mouth.
So they don't know what they talking about for real. I ain't gonna say everyone don't know, but her sure. she don't know what she talking about.
And I think now, because it's the same thing, because it creates the problem. It creates the problem more because there are men in the gym who are weirdos. Like, they look at women, they stare at them, they act creepy towards them. And those women who have those experiences have every right to feel a way how they feel about them. But when you have these TikTok creators who it seems like they're looking for somebody, they're trying to look for the predator or whatever. Now you give men ammo type of jump. And now you're creating a man that's like, oh, these women, this, that, and the third, they always trying to make me look like the bad guy. So now it's a cycle.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, don't go in. If you're in the gym, people are going to look at you. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't be staring at people, but I glance. Like, I get dazed out when I'm in the gym.
Yeah, because some people look for inspiration out of that. Like, I see you been grinding. All right, cool.
Exactly. Like, I'll see a dude bench this amount of weight or squat this amount of weight. I'm like, okay, let me see if I could push myself to see what he's doing. And I also look at other dudes for technique because I'm a newbie. I only been going to the gym since October. This is very new. A lot of this is still new to me. So I look for pointers, but I'm antisocial. I'm not going to go, hey man, I'm not going to do that.
Hey man, let me work out with you, bro.
Exactly. I'm not that type of dude. So I'm going to look at
how you did that one more time.
Exactly. So I'm not going to be just staring at them, but I do glance at times. And even if there's a woman in the gym who look good, I look at her, but I'm not.
See what I'm saying? Don't walk past her a little shit.
Right there on the video, just
exactly. Right. And I feel like that's where it's at. Like at this point, because when you post something on TikTok or YouTube, it's highly edited.
Yeah. Like
it's never the raw footage. Now, if you could give me like a 5-minute clip where this nigga done walk past you 10 times and it's like. Like then okay, you got something to stand on right there. But if you working out and you're looking in your camera or looking in the mirror trying to catch somebody looking at you, now you're not even doing your own argument justice. You making it harder for yourself.
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I kind of like to work out like by myself, like because you don't have to worry about someone else looking at you, and you don't have to worry about you like trying to get canceled for just glancing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like.
I definitely I be having to catch myself, like, because I'll just be like a blank stare. Like, I'll be staring like this, not looking at anything really. But then I notice I'm looking in the direction of a woman. I got like,
Yeah, I feel like everybody had to do that little blink stare. Like you just don't be thinking about it.
Exactly, and that's literally what could be going on in those videos. But the thing that gets jumped to is creep, weirdo. It's like, okay, bro.
Another thing is though, like you know how like a gym has a lot of mirrors, right?
Yeah.
Usually they're right in front of the mirror, like recording.
Exactly.
When you walk past the mirror in the gym, you're obviously gonna look at yourself because you want to see progress.
Exactly. Like that's what the mirrors are for you to look at yourself. So if you're in the middle of the gym with a tripod and a camera and you're looking at a mirror, obviously there are going to be some eyes. Because first thing, if you got a camera, people are going to look at you. Because what are you doing in here with a camera? That's just like, what the heck?
Don't worry about you recording me.
Exactly.
That's also a problem too. You see a lot of videos where people get mad about them being in the recording.
Exactly. Because I make it a point in my videos to try to keep as many people face out of it. Even like in a Walmart or whatever, I'll censor their face, put like a censor, because I know not everybody want to be on camera, and I try to go out my way to fix that. So the fact that there are people who just don't really care and they're actually looking for the person to call out, it's like, okay, I don't understand. Like, what are you even here? Because you're not here to work out if you're doing all that, clearly. So I don't know, man. People just need to stop being so self-centered and just
work out.
Just work out. Quit trying to go viral off somebody being a creep or a weirdo. Just do you, bro.
9 times out of 10, nobody's looking at you for real.
Yeah.
You might catch a glance, but bro.
Exactly.
You glance at everybody you see.
Yeah.
Literally, when somebody drives past you, you glance at them.
Exactly. You glance at
when somebody walks past you in the store, you glance at them.
Exactly. Like,
that's just a natural instinct in your mind.
Like,
your eyes just tell you to look.
Exactly.
No matter who it is, male or female, you look. That's all it is.
And sometimes you get that feeling where you feel like somebody looking at you anyway.
So you gonna dart your head. Yeah, 100%. That happens a lot. Like me being like kind of a little more on the paranoid side, I'm always like looking around and being aware of my surroundings. So it's like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of stuff that people don't take into account when they want to expose somebody. But I want to get into some goals because we weren't able to give our New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year. But you know, this is no time like the present. We can talk about them now. We talked about it before the pod. One internal goal and one external goal. Y'all want to go first, or you want?
I mean, I'll go ahead and jump into it. Really, for me, like I'm trying to work on myself when it comes to mental health. Because that's real important. Yeah. Like it's been situations I done been through. Like I lost 2 partners this year from, you know, just them not feeling right and whatnot. Yeah. But and I don't want to lose nobody else, so it made me think like I'll be trying to check on other people and just make sure I got to check on myself too. But mental health is one thing I'm really trying to work on, and my anger issues. But it's just really like grinding on this YouTube content making. Yeah, like I'm just trying to. I ain't really got a set number I want to get by the end of the year. I just know I want to grow. Yeah, I like that, especially with the mental health thing, because that's something that I want to make more of a point on the pod, is to have like a more free-flowing conversation, because I don't know the exact demographics, but I know most of the people that watch us are men. Yeah. And it's probably a high percent of black men. So I know it's like kind of, oh, nigga, you gay if you talk about that type of attitude is still when it comes to talking about your emotions, how you feel. And, you know, the conversation is getting better, but, you know, a lot of times it takes people that look like you, it takes black faces to go ahead and come out and say, you know, we should have this conversation about mental health. If you feel this way, let somebody know and don't just drown yourself in these feelings, because it gets to a point like where you said you've lost someone, multiple people this year. And so did I. So did, like, we almost lost a friend collectively this year. And it's like, if we just had more safe places or more like plans set up in place to have open dialogue about how we feel on the inside without worrying about being judged, a lot of this could be dispelled. We wouldn't have this issue.
And I kind of think in society today, like it's kind of frowned upon for a man to talk about his feelings because of how it makes him look as a person. Yeah. And like how it makes you look weak. Yeah. But at the end of the day, bro, we're all human. Yeah. we all have feelings. We all cry, whether we want to admit it or not. Everybody like deals with certain things certain ways. Everybody has complications in their life that they go through.
Yeah.
That just get like no attention at all. Like you just keep it in silence.
Yeah.
And that's like, it needs to get to the point where it's like, it's okay for anybody to express feelings to anyone.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, like I said, you don't want to express feelings because you get frowned upon for it.
Yeah. We got to break the stereotype, because it's just like, even me as a person who is talking about it like this, there are some things that I do keep in. And eventually I do want to get comfortable letting things like this out. But, you know, there have been times where even in our friend group where I've like alluded to something and it kind of gets brushed off. And I don't take it personal, because I know at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. So it's like, I'm not mad at you, but it is kind of like, dang, like, I don't know if I'm gonna open up specifically to you for right now. So that's why I try to be for everybody, like, just kind of be that person who, like, if there's anything wrong, you can come to me, and I'm not gonna sit here and like judge you or chastise you, trying to make you feel like you any less of a man if you just talking about what you feel. Like, nigga, what? Like, we, like Josh said, we're literally human. Like, it don't matter you a man or a woman. Like, that's just what we is. We human. So yeah.
I always think it's good to have at least one person in your corner that you can go to and talk to about anything. Like, I know I have my person I know I can go and talk to.
Yeah. I have someone who I can go talk to, but just the way I kind of am, and this is an issue with me, I try to solve everything by myself on my own, and that's something I got to work on. But I do go to some people. I do have a few people. It's not just one person who I'll go to every now and again if it's like really like I just need to talk about it, not necessarily have a solution. I just need to talk about what I'm feeling. Yeah.
David, I hope you have someone you can go to as well if you ever need to express anything.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of like, you know, where I just keep it to myself. I know it's important to let it out, and that's why I say I'm trying to work on this. But I was the only boy growing up, so it's like I always had to stay strong. I got 2 younger sisters, so it was like first thing I was taught from a man was like, don't ever let nobody see you cry. That's why I say, like you said, you got to break the stereotype, because we being taught this at a young age, and it's like really sticking with us throughout, and it's not changing from nobody. Yeah, like every man is like this. We're not supposed to cry, show our emotion, none of this. So it's like,
especially the crying part, because I feel like, because that's something that like women have taught me a lot. Like, because I like with my ex, like she would just be like, yeah, I cry just for no reason. And I don't know if I'll ever get to that point where I'm just chilling. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me let out a good cry. But just to, I guess, just be able to, like, if there's something really bothering you, like, there's literally nothing wrong with crying. Like, even in front of somebody, even in front of a woman, because that's the biggest person, or that's the person who you want to look the strongest in front of. So even like just crying in front of a woman, like, we need to get more.
I keep it a whole 100, bro. I done cried in front of my girl before. Like,
yeah. I think when I was in a relationship, I think I cried maybe once in front of her, and I think that was when my grandmother died or something like that. It was somebody had passed away, and that's when I cried in front of her.
But it feels like a safe place to cry.
Yeah,
like like I'm not getting judged by anybody when I cry in front of her. Like
because I know me personally, if I'm gonna be completely open on the podcast and shit, I go and let it be known. Like, last month, bro, I had the first emotional breakdown of my life ever, and it was while I was at work. So it's like it really hit me, because I was thinking, like, being completely homeless, but I was homeless for 2 months. 2 months ago, I ain't have no place to sleep. So that I was in and out of hotels. Yeah. Like, I was dealing with a lot of other situations, other stuff. I ain't let nobody know. It was just me and my family stuff dealing with this situation. Yeah. But I'm still on here trying to work, grind videos, and try to keep a safe head. Like I said, I lost 2 friends. Yeah. For other reasons, and I lost one of my grandmas and some more junk, and all that junk just hit me at one time. I was thinking about my granddad getting older, and bro, like the water just started pouring. Like I'm at work, I was there at Chelsea. Hey, could you watch my area while I go in the bathroom real quick, trying to make sure nobody see me? But like, I will say it's good to cry. That was the first time in my life where I looked in the mirror and I was like, it's good to cry because this really let this off my system. Like I feel better after this. Because like before, you can ask my family, anybody know me. I always been the one like if somebody crying, I was like you can talk to me after you get done crying because you just wasting water. Like I was raised to don't cry in front of my. Ain't no point crying ain't solving nothing.
Yeah,
that stuff. But like I can see it helped letting that out because like I was hurting for real, but like I kept a smile on my face and just kept pushing.
And like I think a thing that needs to be understood by anyone, like life is hard.
Yeah.
Just like the things you just named off, bro, that's hard to go through. Mm-hmm. Like losing anybody, you saying you was homeless for 2 months, like that drains you mentally, like because you get to the certain point and you thinking, I can't get back up from this shit.
Yeah.
And it drains you mentally, like everybody's life gets hard at one point.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me it doesn't.
Yeah, and for some people it like lasts longer than others. That's why it's so important to just like don't cause like how you were saying, like the mental breakdown, how it was just adding on. And I'm glad that you did go ahead and just get that out. But if we knew to like let it out small and like I guess smaller
portions,
exactly, because if you have a pot boiling water, if you let out some steam every now and again, you feel me? But if you just let it boil over and just keep on, it's gonna blow up because the water gonna go over, it's gonna get under that fire and boom, gonna blow up. You feel what I'm saying? So like we just gotta break down what we've been taught for so long. But I'm like the fact that you were that open, able to be that open, especially on your first episode, is like
Cause like I know I was a guest, but even when I was a guest, I wasn't like open for real. But like just me being who I am, I always been a dude who just really ain't care for real. Like if it's something I'ma speak it, but like I just thought like I'm not really like even if y'all would have been like I feel safe saying that around y'all, but even if y'all been like man you ain't go through all that, I wouldn't been mad because it's like bro I did what
like
I
you know what you did in your life, like what happened in your life for real.
I gotta live through and deal with, but like music helped me along so much because like. What you were saying, like everybody's life is hard. Like I always when I'm like down or something, I always go listen to J. Cole, Love Yours. Yeah. If y'all going through something, go listen to that song. Cause you saying that song, ain't no such thing as a life that's better than yours. And every time I hear like that resonate with me, like it's always something better out there. Always something that's gonna be worse out there. But you ain't gonna never be happy until you love yours.
Yeah,
that's all it is. That's like the most powerful line I ever heard in a song.
Yeah, for sure. I agree that like music is like a really good gateway to like accessing emotions that you kind of felt were like locked off or whatever. That and for me, prayer, like I pray a lot. So just having multiple, I guess, lifelines, that's good. That's good that you're doing that. Josh, what about your goals for the year?
I'd say like the same thing, like what y'all said, like internally, like just like mental health, because like I go through a lot of things too, like in life that kind of push me to a point where it's like, okay, like
it's getting a little overwhelming.
Yeah. And then like externally, like I wanna start like taking like pictures like at sporting events. So I wanna start getting into that. Like my goal, like I told Joe last year, like I said, this time around when the Peach Jam comes, like I'm gonna be sitting on the sideline taking pictures. I'm not gonna be paying to get in here.
Yeah, you're gonna get an all access pass. Yeah. I like, bro. I feel like you can do it, and it's crazy that you said something like that because I was thinking about doing a video, something similar, like going around and just like trying to create like some good pictures. Like I was like, I'd probably go to the rack or something and have someone sit on top of a goal, just to kind of like change things up a bit because I feel like. I don't necessarily do the same thing all the time on my channel, but like, this is like kind of a change in a completely new direction. I think it'll be fun and to see if that's something I could try. If I can try new things with my audience. So I'm definitely gonna start taking pictures a little bit more, especially if those come out good and the video does well. That'll be something I'm doing too. So I'm right there with you on that taking pictures jump for sure. But with my goals, I think like 2022 taught me a lot about myself. And one of them is that like I gotta let go of a lot of like anger, even more so because I've always been someone that like tries not to hold grudges, but it's like sometimes you think you doing good in that department, and then something come back, and it's like, dang, I still feel a way about this. So that's the internal thing for me. It's just like letting go of grudges, not having no hate or prejudice. Because I ain't gonna cap. I discovered that I was low key hated white people. Like I was like, dang, like
Nah, that's a crazy take. I ain't gonna
I'm not gonna say hate them because obviously I have white people that I consider close friends, but it's like a prejudice more so. Like sometimes like I have a stronger reaction when someone says something crazy or like even just things like having like not necessarily a fear of a white person, but like mainly like a white woman, like being afraid to date or whatever. And it's like I've been lately just been opening my mind more to just being just more like I don't want to say accepting because I already accept people and have an open mind, but it's just like trying to get rid of the thoughts in the back of my head whenever I'm encountered by a white person, I guess. Cause that's really what it be. Cause I would never come out my mouth and say no crazy stuff about no white person, but it'll always be things in the back of my head that would just kind of throw me off a little bit. So getting rid of all that is something that I really want to do, and that doesn't just go for white people. That goes for any and everybody. Cause I know there's people in my family that are just like they're a challenge to deal with. Yeah. So. Just letting go. you know, you and Josh know there is some people that
if we show David that picture, he gonna point out what it is. Definitely.
Yeah, it's some people in my family that are challenges to deal with. So it's like just learning to just let go of all that and just like leave it up. You leave it up to God and just trying to just let go basically. But the external goal would definitely be trying to go ahead and knock out this YouTube out the park because we went crazy last year on the podcast, and towards the end of the year last year on my main channel, nigga, I had gained like over 100 some subscribers in the last like month and a half. And the beginning of the January, I'm like at 492 right now, and in like October I was like at 330 or something like that, and I was stuck at 330 for a few months. Like I was like, this is pissing me off. So the fact that I was able to grow that much, you know, shout out YouTube Shorts, that saved me.
Nah, no cap. That carry your channel.
That will, boy, and it would get a lot of eyes on your junk. So I wanna really go crazy this year, like put out the best content possible and just keep like innovating and trying new things and just not really reinventing myself, but just showing more of what was already within me that wasn't always out to show before, basically. Let's do the next thing. Well, let's get into something we can laugh at. That was a little deep. We gonna have our morality question. That might be what we need to do because we talked about having like not like a kind of like a gimmick or something we do every pod, and I feel like had like a morality question. We could do that. This one was I saw it on a podcast. I think it was like Aiden. He was talking about it. He said, if you have a big red button and right here.
Oh shit.
Big red button. Every time you press it, somebody kick the bucket. They croak. But every time you press it, you get $1 million. You see this nigga? This nigga did it just so fast, nigga. Why was you that fast about it,
bro? I'm gonna keep it all 100, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna do it one time.
Somebody gonna die.
One time. One time only. For $1 million, I'm gonna just do it one time.
Just one time. Just
one time.
Get it out the way.
I'm just gonna have to hold that grudge on myself for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't gonna cap you down, bro. You know, I don't told you this plenty of time. My whole childhood was based off a villain, bro. Hey, I'm not capping you down. I swear, bro. So when it come to me, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no grudges, no griefs. if I don't know who Lil Bro is, if I don't say ain't nobody in my family, you ain't gonna nigga, look at how this nigga's.
So you doing it more than one time?
For real, yes, for sure. What are you talking about? I'm in a mansion, kicked up, watching it on the news. There's been a mass case of just random outbursts of deaths.
That is crazy.
on the like just everywhere. We have no clue what Death gonna be sitting there with his scythe like, bro, this dude really pressing this motherfucker. Like he going, you want my job? Like, bro, do it come with a meal? I'm about to do this. Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, so niggas say he gonna be watching it on the news. Nigga, so
bro, with the Lamborghini parked outside, bro, feet up.
Bro got the Lambo truck outside the mansion.
So you ain't got no limit. Like it's not no upper limit. Like how many times would you have it? 100 times for 100 million?
Bro, whenever I run out that million,
so you just go,
bro. David a serial killer, bro.
Look at, all right,
you gonna blow through all the money every time.
Nah, be for real in the comments. So y'all not clicking the button.
That's all. Folks gonna click that button. It's just the amount of times they gonna click the button, bro.
Be for real, dog. Look at your face. You know you pressing that.
Nigga, no, bro, cause you making me laugh, bro. You make me laugh, bro.
All right, bro. Whatever,
I'm not pressing the button.
He's slapping that motherfucker.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna say thank you for your offer, sir, but I will have to decline.
Damn, you lying.
What the freak do you mean I'm lying?
You always lying on this podcast.
I'm always lying? When do I lie? When have I lied? He can't even think nothing. He just talking. I don't be, bro.
You know he pressing.
Bro, no. Remember that topic we had that one time when you said, when we was like, the plane crashed, you stuck on the island. You never get to see your girl.
I remember that.
You never get to see your girl again. What'd you say, like 5 months?
I did say something like that.
Now that I look back at it, bro, I gotta change my answer. I said like that same day or like a day.
Yeah, I often say you did.
But I was single at the time. Like,
yeah. So how long are you gonna wait?
Now I'm gonna have to wait. Like,
look into the camera and make sure she see this.
Bro, why you doing this to me, bro?
let her know. How long are you gonna wait?
I'm gonna wait as long as I have to.
This nigga here, he slapped his knee again.
Nah, but like for real, I being in a committed relationship I am right now. Like I definitely wait that long.
How long? 6 months?
Remember bro. You kind of like after 6 months, you don't see your significant other like.
That's what I'm saying. After 6 months, it's like, okay, this is over with.
Then what you say? You in a relationship too, bro?
Look, I was hoping y'all wasn't gonna add me. Cause I was sitting over here, I'm looking, I'm like, bro, Josh, he really just set you up for this shit. Like, that's crazy. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about no 6 months. That's crazy. I don't be with my girl for like 5 years. That's great. If I know this is the place I'm finna die, like I'm stuck on this island, and that's the only.
But no, you don't know that was the thing. There's a chance you can get rescued, but
bro, if I've been on this island for 6 months,
then
ain't nobody
that's
coming.
a wrap.
No one's coming.
At that point, in 6 months on that island, you probably dead.
That's what I'm
keep it a buck.
Yeah,
you probably dead.
Unless you probably dead.
You gonna be waiting. You gonna see her in heaven. Yeah, that's the only time you gonna see her again. Your ass gonna be dead.
I was still waiting on you, face. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You're dead. She ain't even gonna believe you. She gonna walk up there and be like, "Oh, what's it called? So you ain't do nothing with that girl on that island that whole time?" Nah, I swear to God, 6 months went by. I didn't do anything with her. Why are you lying?
You lying to me? I got the tape right here. I seen you do it.
What tape? I promise you that's not me, baby.
I'm looking. We are in heaven. I'm looking at your memories, nigga.
What are you talking about? I did not do nothing with that girl.
So answer, because y'all then went everywhere except the question. How long are you waiting?
Josh got it.
What you mean?
He asked you, bro.
I said I'm waiting as long as I have to. That was my answer.
There you go. Same.
I don't like y'all. Y'all some panderers.
That's a good answer.
No, it's not. I need a number. Because I gave my number. I gave 6 months and y'all said I was
bro, in 6 months you're gonna be dead, bro.
All right, then. So how long are you gonna wait? 1, 2, 3 months?
I'll be dead by 3 months.
If I'm on the brink of death, I'm not thinking about getting no coochie first.
See how they're not answering the question? They are not answering they trying to pander right now.
Look,
what do
once
you mean?
Get a girl, you will understand. You wouldn't answer this shit neither.
Bro, I was married for like 3.5 years. I still wouldn't answer the question. I would still say 6 months. I said 6 months as a single guy. Come on now.
So in a relationship, you just ain't gonna never do it.
It's probably gonna be 6 months in a relationship too. Cause like I said, nigga, 6 months done gone by, and if you ain't croak, if you ain't dust by then,
first of all, you're gonna be working with the person to find a way to get off the island or survive.
Okay,
you're not thinking about in this girl, bro.
No, not whatsoever.
I don't think y'all understand.
Because he making it seem like the water just don't hit her. She glistening in the sunlight and shit.
Y'all,
they probably dirty, can't even shower. Like,
see, because if you watch the episode, you remember the question. The question was, "This girl is bad." We talking about the like
Joe did say she was Rubi Rose.
Yeah, at the time that was.
But at the time,
so you waiting 6 months for Ice Spice?
Dang.
But at the time, I was single as fuck, bro. I was single than a Pringle, bro. I was single as fuck at the time.
You got me right there, boy.
Yeah, go ahead and wait 6 months for Ice Spice.
That's a good woman right there. I'm gonna tag her in the comments. I'm gonna make this a clip.
But now for me, I think it depends. If we like striving and we looking good, like we ain't gonna die. I got food supply and shit. I ain't doing that with Shorty. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure.
But if it look like in the next 2 weeks, I'm out there. Hey, look, Shorty.
Hey,
look. Go hop in the river real quick. Get freshened up real quick. Come back over here.
Nah.
Yeah, we straight.
Nah, cause the way my mind thinks, like, if I'm on the brink of death, like I got 2 weeks to live, like I'm gonna just be depressed, like.
Yeah. No, I'm agree.
And I'm gonna be like I'm gonna like.
I'm gonna be smiling while I'm in it, but I'm gonna
like,
be,
I'm gonna be paranoid as hell. Like I'm finna die in 2 weeks. Like
I think by that point, like after that long, you will probably be more like have come to terms with that idea. Like by that point, because it's like okay, nobody's coming, and
you get into a depression then.
You would, but okay, if you don't do nothing crazy. If you say like you just okay, this is what's gonna happen, and however long nobody's coming, I'm probably gonna die on this island. Let's not even say that we know we're gonna die. Let's just say that there's abundance of food and fresh water. Let's just say you're able to make a sustainable living.
See, David, why you gotta add this?
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the circumstance though. Cause like if I know I'm good and I'm striving, like we all men fall into temptations. So I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna like have no type of intercourse with her, but you never know what you might do for real.
Obviously, because I like a lot of people say that they about something, but when they get in the position to actually be about what they say, they fold. That'll make you a bad person, but that just lets you know how weak you is really. Like you're not as strong as you thought you was. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's just the truth.
Cause then they come on the other spectrum. You gotta think: is she really waiting at home after these 6 months for me to come home?
Lying. But I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. What if she in the same predicament with one of her celebrity crushes? Is this woman gonna wait 6 months?
She on the beach with Michael B. Jordan.
I was just gonna say she gonna wait for Michael B. Jordan. She gonna wait for. I don't know. Idris Elba
swinging through the trees like Tarzan and ain't got no shirt on, water sweating. You know she finna go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
You got it right there, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I just know that my answer is way different from when I said that the first time.
Yeah, that's growth though, so that's good. Cause last time you said like some days, I was like,
I said like 3 days the first time.
What was that 3 days? You ain't even care about her.
Nah, no cap. I'll try to tell you, but ain't no way. Ain't no way you only said 3 days. That boy got on the island, went to sleep, woke up. Next day, he was like, man, she's starting to look good.
Violence.
You don't even know her for real. You 3 days on the island in.
You ain't even built no shelter yet. You ain't even look for food. You're like, man, it ain't looking too good. We might got to make something shake, shawty. Oh, goodness.
Man, shit.
Okay. David, you had the talk about the Hogwarts Legacy game.
I don't know if y'all heard. Y'all know what Hogwarts Legacy game is, right?
Yeah, I heard about the game.
You know, Harry Potter game on the game. So basically, it's been a big controversy with it because you know the person who wrote the book, the girl, she's big anti-trans. I never knew this.
So the girl that wrote Harry Potter?
Yeah.
So J.K. Rowling is a transphobe.
Yeah. Like, when I say she's extreme, every day of her life, she's anti-trans. She's speeches, letters, all like she's leading a group of anti-trans. Like, and like I seen somebody talking about it, and that's why I wanted to bring it up because it was basically like a lot of them people who decide to like transfer over or whatever they like to call it, you know, respectfully. Yeah. They found out who they was from watching her movies and reading her books. So it's like there's a lot of them that are big fans of her.
Yeah.
And they came out and said like the only reason I like went through this or like thought about doing it is because I was a fan of your book and it helped me figure out who I was as a person and do all that. And then for her to come out and say this, it's really hurt them. So it's like I just want to know. Basically, it was people that were saying Twitch streaming and everything else shouldn't play their game because like playing their game is like supporting them. Mm-hmm. Y'all feel like y'all would still go out and go buy her game after knowing this?
Well, I mean, personally, I've never been a Harry Potter type person anyway, so I wasn't gonna get the game no way. But even if I was like a fan, that's a good question because it's like I don't know, because dang, that's a good question. Hey, boy, you got me stumped, boy.
Cause like basically everybody been saying like I'm not playing the game. It's a big
but what
good Lord, but the world finna end. Nah, but it been a big split because it's one group that's saying, man, it's just a game. I'm gonna play the game. She gonna make money anyway. It's gonna be somebody else that's gonna go out and buy it. I might as well play it. Then you got the people like I feel like it's wrong that she's this and I shouldn't go and play the game. So it's a big split on it. So it's like. But you gotta think, say if she made like one of y'all, say if she made 2K, well that game ass anyway. But like, say if she made 2K,
sucks.
You still gonna play it?
Oh no, Daniel want to play that shit.
I don't know.
Daniel be getting pissed off at 2K.
I hate 2K so much because it every year has potential to be great and it's just mud.
So say if it's like Arkham Knights, she made
boy.
the next Batman Arkham Knights. Is you going to
Dang, I ain't gonna lie, I might still gotta play that game. That jump,
but it is like, I mean. You're buying her game. You're not necessarily supporting like
it's like separating art from the artist.
You're not supporting her thoughts. Like no time in any of her movies or books has it been a point where it was shown that she was going against trans.
Yeah.
No point that I've seen from like gameplay in the game where I've seen that it's shown like it's going against that.
Well, the only thing that from watching the podcast I seen that made me like think like, whoa, I never knew that. Like I watched Harry Potter. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I watched it as a kid. Girl, it was cool watching them fly around the brooms. I busted my head trying to hop on the broom like I could fly type. But basically, it's like some dwarves or something like these short people that's based off of like. What's it called? Like actual slaves in real life. Like I don't know if they Jewish or something like. It's some race that was actually slave that she based those characters off of. And basically, this Hogwarts legacy is them trying to break free. So it's like in the game, you're either helping them break free or you're trying to stop them.
Oh my god!
And that's basically like the thing of the game. So that's why everybody been like, bro, what is like? This is like she just basically just threw all this out on the table right now.
Yeah, she has a very creative imagination. Yeah. What? But what kind of idea is that? Oh yeah, these slaves. Yeah, we gonna make the decision. You gonna free them
or you gonna keep them?
What kind of? That's great. The first game I ever seen that did black hairstyles right. We got all this book.
Hey, you ain't lying, because they always either give us the fade or some messed up dreads.
A toe up fro with a crazy hairline.
They always got the part down the middle of that. Oh my god!
And it's always a widow's peak. It's always like a Hercule.
I be like, who sat there and got their 3D design of this in the game, and it was like
2K hairstyles. 2K hairstyles be so trash.
But like, bro, most of the people that play 2K is niggas.
They all rock the same hairstyle because there's only 3 good hairstyles in the game, bro.
Exactly. They get the little they'll get the little Jalen Green fro.
Yep.
Or they'll get
the dreads, or the low fade with the wave. Yes, that's all you see. Everybody look the same.
Maybe I know I get the braids. That's the only other thing.
Because you want to be quiet so bad.
Man, shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. But like that like how your game is basically marketed to black niggas and you just can't for the life of you get a black hairstyle right. And the first time it didn't happen, transphobe, and you're trying to enslave dwarves. Okay.
And then
forget you that.
The big argument that people was basically saying, like, even if you ain't buy the game, technically you hurting the people who made the game. Because maybe the people who like sat there, like the engineers, the program stuff, they don't believe in her aspect. They just get paid to do this. So it's like,
and that would be another question, like, because I even though she is the creator of Harry Potter, her name, like, she may not be involved with the project. It's kind of like how Star Wars is now. Like, the dude who made Star Wars, his name George Lucas, like, he's not really that involved with them, but his name will always be synonymous with Star Wars. if she's not that involved with that game, I don't really think that. Just personally, I don't really think it's like, okay, we're gonna have this big old boycott, especially considering that there were writers for the game, the developers,
programmers,
everybody involved with the game worked hard, especially if it's a good game. Like if it's a good game, all the people worked super hard on this, and you're gonna boycott it because the original creator, exactly, that may not even be involved that much. Like if she didn't write the story or make any of the characters, or like.
Of course, she made the characters.
I'm about to say she kind of wrote the book.
It's like
actually make the characters in the game.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I don't know much about, cause it could be a brand new slate of characters. Is Harry Potter actually in the game?
No.
Okay,
because it happened like hundreds of years before he was even born.
Okay, so it's like it's attached to her, but at the same time, it's like separate enough, I guess. So I would say don't punish the other guys, the people who not really gonna get the recognition, because those guys don't get recognition when a game come out, like the little guys
during the credits.
Exactly,
they just get credit. They should be small as hell.
Exactly. Big names. So it's like, I mean, I completely understand, because if somebody made a game and had a bunch of Monkey Coon, like
jungle rats.
Bro,
why y'all putting like
melon muncher content in the game? I'd be offended. But I don't necessarily think it's that. So that's up for your own personal conviction, I guess.
Just a side topic real quick.
Yeah.
When you brought up Star Wars, I learned this the other day. Did y'all know that Darth Vader, the person who voiced him, he wasn't actually voicing him for like 75% of the show. Like they used the AI voice engineering thing to take his voice and use it, because his voice was so popular, and they wanted to keep using it. They just paid him to have an AI do his voice.
Talking about James Earl Jones.
So how do you just know that?
How do you know that,
bro?
I'm talking about you.
Oh yeah,
talking about James Earl Jones. Like what the? I never heard that man name. You don't know my life.
That's the dad in Coming to America. Oh, you might not know Coming to America. He's the dad. He's Mufasa.
I mean, I know it's a black dude that played that. I didn't know that was his name. I'll be honest. Okay. He's not like in a bunch of shows that I'm just supposed to.
Not no more, because the nigga 100 years old, but that nigga he's like a legend.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. But yeah, basically
he just pulled out his back pocket like we were just, I know who that is.
My bad.
Yeah, I used to know him. We used to
James
go to the
Earl
Jones. We used to shoot golf. You see what I'm saying? Like,
nigga said shoot golf.
He used to come over for dinner.
I'm trying to tell you.
My bad, nigga.
No, but yeah, so they used the AI thing to basically recreate his voice to keep using it, because they didn't want to pay a new voice actor, and the old voice was so popular. But when you brought up Star Wars, that just reminded me of that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know.
But basically, the end of that Hogwarts thing, the biggest thing that I seen was basically like they literally made a website to where they could see when Twitch streamers are streaming the game, and they're basically trying to get people canceled for streaming the game.
See, now that's a whole.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
That's another thing with like cancel culture. It's so fake and nasty, and that's another thing. When Mr. Beast. Y'all seen what he did with the curing blindness?
Yeah.
People was hating on that man.
People was hating on him. And, it was two sides. It was one side who had a valid criticism, who were actually saying, like, it's actually sad that somebody, a YouTuber, content creator, it has to take their own money and implement a surgery for all these people. And I want to say that the surgery it costs about $5,000. So all in total, Mr. Beast did a little over $5 million. Mm-hmm. That's something so easily that any world government can put forward to curing blindness, but they don't. And that was the conversation, is that the way that society is, that we would rather have all these people with these issues because they can capitalize off them being sick or having these ailments, as opposed to just curing them and making them a fully active citizen. And then there's this other side who are like, Mr. Beast is the Antichrist. He's the devil. What are you talking about? Like legitimately, like what? Where are you going with this idea? And part of it was like, okay, maybe he shouldn't be recording people getting this surgery or whatever. But that's way less important than whatever is happening. It's one thing if you're like a random YouTuber who goes out, buys some pizza and gives out to the homeless people. and you never do it again, and nobody ever hears about you doing anything like giving back to the homeless or anything. That's one thing. Mm-hmm. But Mr. Beast has made a career off of giving money away to people. He's made a career off of just being a generous guy. Like he's giving millions upon millions of dollars to people just because. And he's also had organizations that help clean up the oceans, plant trees around the world, which is helping to reduce the effects of global warming on the planet. So it's not like this guy is just this
popped up randomly and was like, let me get this money attention grab real quick.
It's like he's been doing this for so long. Why now? He's been giving away money for so long. Why are y'all just now having this big issue with it? It's like people pick and choose. But the reason I said all that is because people were trying to cancel him over something like that. But whenever someone actually does something bad, it gets less attention because you're grouping in a guy like Mr. Beast with like a Chris Brown or Andrew Tate or anybody else who actually deserves valid criticism. Or y'all, what's his name? Like Seth. I think what's his name?
Talking about
Seth the Gamer,
buddy who used to make them power scale.
Yeah. Things. So basically, like so he's like a YouTuber who made like anime power scaling videos, and it came out that he was this crazy racist, homophobe, transphobe, pedophile, and he didn't just an all around terrible person. And, he got quote unquote canceled. And I would say that's a good example of someone who actually should be canceled. Yeah. But just using that word cancel, you're going to put that guy in the same boat as Mr. Beast? It's like now when there's actual problems, it don't get taken as seriously because you got this word attached to it. And it's like, no, I can't take niggas seriously when they say something's getting canceled because you're trying to say Mr. Beast need to be canceled for curing people of blindness.
I'm about to say, at the end of the day, this man literally cured blindness for a lot of people.
For 1,000 people worldwide. And it's not like he just, okay, let me get 700 white people, 200 Asians, and 100 niggas. It wasn't like that. Like it was indiscriminately like people were just getting cured of blindness. Mm-hmm. But people gotta have something to complain about. They gotta make everything.
They just be wanting to troll, bro. That really be the main thing.
I think they're serious. That's the scary part. That's why I think it's so crazy. That's why, because I be telling you about guys like a Charleston White or Andrew Tate. This stuff that for a long time only existed on the internet is becoming real life. Like these stupid talking points that people have on Twitter and TikTok or whatever, it's seeping into people's actual conversations.
This man Charleston White.
That nigga's nuts.
Y'all see what he did recently?
The reason what he say me and him. Go ahead.
Bro, that man literally went on live and literally said that he snitched on like 3 people and like put them in jail and gave like the inmate number and all. Like this man literally went on live and claimed that he was an informant.
That man, bro, he be on there talking about, F King Von and King Von dead, and he want to call himself like an activist for the community. I'm like, that's not helping the community. Look, talking crazy.
The reason me and him looked at each other like this is because we talk, and I don't have no problem with Charleston White. And the reason I do, because I actually don't. I seen what he did for the community and stuff. Like he even came out himself and be like, when I get on internet, like if you go watch the 85 South show, he was on there as a guest, and he talk about like I get on this internet. And I don't know who this dude is, but it's some character named Black Dolomite from a show or something. Mm-hmm. He was like, I base myself on Black Dolomite because when I was on social media acting like the black activist or whatnot, I ain't getting no views, ain't nobody tapping in. I got on here saying all this other junk, everybody tapping on. So when I get on this camera, I'm playing a character. So he came out and told him like, him being real, like, bro, I just be on here playing the character. I don't be like, this is me trolling on the internet. Yeah. That's why when I be seeing him say this crazy junk, me personally, I know he just just talking. He's not really being for real. But sometimes he do take it to the extent of too far, and he be playing too much. Yeah. But like me personally, I just be thinking he be trolling. That's why I don't take Charleston White too serious.
Yeah, that's where it's like, okay, when you it's one thing to troll on the internet, but like when you're someone who talks like you're actively against like the gang violence and the gang culture, but at the same time, you're essentially dissing your dead ops. When you talk about King Von and all these other people, you're essentially doing the same thing. I just think, I don't know, it's just the language, I guess. Because, I mean, black people aren't stupid. We know the issues in our community. We don't need, and a lot of these rappers they understand the issues, and I think there's some who want to continue like the cycle of violence, but there are some who don't. So, and the lyrics is not necessarily them promoting it as much as it is just telling an experience of their life. So I think it's just a little out of pocket for him to come in here and say the stuff that he do when it's like, come on, bro, niggas, it's not that. Niggas ain't stupid. Mm-hmm. That's just my thing. But yeah, I forgot what led into Charles and White. What led into that nigga?
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Beast. Yeah. Stop trying to cancel people who literally have done nothing wrong, because you're grouping them into a group of people who actually cause problems and make people's lives worse. And now, anytime there's an actual problem, nobody's gonna take it serious. What the other topic I had talking about supporting your kids.
Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Amber Rose. I don't think everybody should have kids. I ain't gonna lie.
That's facts.
If you want to be this, how do I say this in a respectful way? If you want to be a vixen, a Jezebel,
I would say explicit content creator.
Yes, if you want to do it,
to each his own.
If you want to do all this, bro, I feel like you should think a little more closely about your future.
Yeah.
Because if I was Amber Rose's son, my 9-year-old, and my peers were coming at me talking about my mom's OnlyFans, I don't know how I'm gonna respond. And the post was like, oh, he's talking about women should be able to do whatever they want with their body. I guess because it's one thing when it's just you, but it's not just you in this situation. If you have a child, you have someone who you need to look after and protect, and that includes their image, and it's extends to it, because your image is important, but it's not necessarily everything. Because if you've actually never done something wrong, like your image. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily like the worst thing in the world if you have like a small stain, like it can be fixed or whatever. But his son is getting ridiculed and bullied for something that has nothing to do with him. Just because his mama want to pop that pussy on OnlyFans, that like I would not put my son in this situation. I would not do something so that my son or my daughter would get harassed, especially considering that it's not like a magazine. Mm-hmm. It's not like just because niggas, your mama could be 115 pounds soaking wet. Niggas call your mama fat at elementary school. What you say about my mama? You ain't lying. But if niggas actually got ammo, I see your mama a booty hole.
Hey, ain't this your mama?
Literally, ain't this your mama a vagina? Like, that's crazy. But to actually just to have the receipts like that. Like, come on, yo.
Your mama coochie.
Like, that's crazy.
Your mama ass.
If somebody throw their phone on the table with pictures of my mom in the nude, bro, I can't do nothing. But
you can't do it. Like, you gotta throw hands.
Yeah,
you gotta throw hands. And at that point, because
but you gotta think about it. That shit was easily accessible. It's not like it was sent to him. Like,
exactly.
That shit was easily accessible on the internet.
And the way it is now, like, niggas are devious. It will be one dude who will pay for the content and then screenshot. They'll screenshot it and they'll just share. They're spreading the sugar for everybody to see.
They've been doing that for years. Everybody.
They Robin Hood. They giving back to the community.
If y'all girls ever send out like news and think he the only one that's seen it, all right, bro.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Go ahead, vibe.
You know. I don't know.
You know.
You don't know. You've seen him. You've seen him. You might not have sent him out, but you've seen him, bro.
I have seen some pictures, but we're not gonna go too deep into that. But I'm just saying, like, and I'm not even no like type of violent like dude. But if a nigga had a picture of my mama's genitals,
he getting the baby.
Like that's something that's gonna bring something out of any. It don't matter how old you is, 9, 10, 11, 12. It don't matter how old. You gonna go crazy. And just to put your child in that position and then be trying to you feeding them this stuff at home. Oh, let your mom do whatever I'm your mother. I can do whatever I want. I guess, but stop.
I can only imagine like he walk home tell his mom what happened. And then she just get mad like, well, that's how you got them J's on your feet. That's how you got this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro.
And that's the other thing.
I want to burn my shoes after that.
I'm taking them off right then and there. I'm like miking them bitch.
And that's the other thing. Because with the way what sex work is now, people are starting off with it and making it a career. But Amber Rose has been good for a minute. She been in the spotlight for a long time. She don't need to have OnlyFans. Like, that's being, unless she's just way worse off financially than we all think, she don't need to have OnlyFans.
Ain't no way she bad financially.
That's what I'm saying. So she just being greedy. You just want more. Oh my God.
She'll hit that button.
She would hit the button. Literally like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she don't need to have no OnlyFans. She doing that junk for fun. Like, you showing your coochie for fun? Come on, yo. I don't understand that. Even if you was starting off on OnlyFans and making that your career, it's bad. But it's even worse when you ain't got no reason to be doing. That's like a kid that come from a good house joining the gang. You ain't got no reason to be going out here in the street. No reason. You are a good kid, boy. Come on now. You ain't got to be living this life, my nigga.
You ain't lying. Jamal talking about he hopped off the porch. Bro, you were just in a Porsche. Like, what are you talking about right now?
Come on, my nigga. Like, I don't understand that type of mindset. In my opinion, abolish sex work. Get rid of Cornhub, because, you know, we can't really say that.
Aren't they trying to get rid of it anyway?
I think there is some type of, because I saw something about, like a few months ago, about some type of legislation getting passed, but I don't know if anything has been furthered. But
I don't think it's nothing they can do for real to get rid of that. It's too much of that junk.
It's nothing to do.
Everywhere.
I do think that just like regulating it would help, because it's not really regular. Because like even the websites that do say you got to be 18 or older, it ain't got no check. It's a yes or no, and you can lie. I lied every time. What? Like, I was 13, 14, 15, 16, a bold-faced liar. I'm 18, click the no button, and I go look and do whatever I do. So
go ahead and say it.
Choking the chicken. Choking that daggum chicken. Strangling. I'm just being real. That's what I'm doing. And it's like, bro, like the way that junk can affect not just a man, but also a woman mentally, bro. I don't think that nobody at any age should be consuming. Like you watching somebody else have sex. Like, that's weird.
No, that is strange. I ain't gonna lie. I could never imagine just being in the room watching somebody else doing it.
It's like, because I know me. If there was a girl, and it ain't got to be my girl, it could just be any girl or any man in front of me, I couldn't just watch that. Like, I would feel so out of place. But you essentially doing that, but it's just behind a screen.
When you think about it like that,
like that's crazy.
This motherfucker in front of me doing this.
Like, I'm no cuck. Like, I'm not. That's not what I am.
At that point, you're the one fucking recording them. Like,
exactly. You might as well be.
Yeah, they might as well pay me. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
I'm holding the camera for real.
Exactly.
Me personally, I can. If somebody watching me, I can do it. But if I'm watching, you can't do it.
I don't know because if it's a third party, like if it's a nigga just in the room, just watching me do what I'm doing, I'm like,
bro, do what you got to do. I'm still finna finish. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if I can handle that. I might get scared.
I'm gonna look you right back in your eyes. I'm like, bro.
See, now you're.
Now you're going off.
Because now you got one thing in front. You got the main.
Oh, I'm focused here, but I'm looking at you like, bro, you finna leave? Like,
yeah, but you just stared into his soul.
Go somewhere, nigga.
You should be weirded out. You should walk out the room. Why are you
at
just
that point, you
here?
should just leave because, like, you like realize you need to leave.
Yes, because it's like water. It's like third wheeling.
Yeah,
that's the most extreme third wheeling ever, nigga. Like, you just in the room and it's just.
So what are we doing next, guys?
What do you mean we leave? Oh snap! But yeah, nigga, that's what I think. You know, every adult. Anything, pay them people, pay the people that was doing OnlyFans, get them some type of wage. That's what I believe.
But if you think about it, that's kind of how society is now with social media. Like kids are gonna go to school And if their mama was that type of person, like it's gonna get brought out. Like back in the day, like that shit wouldn't have got brought out
because people didn't know. Because back in the day, you had to work that corner. You had to be out there on that street.
That's what I'm saying, though.
And nobody knew. But now it's like you can be and you can literally get a girl can go on her phone, do this right here, and just rub herself for 10, 15 minutes.
Make 15 bands off it.
Exactly.
I was seeing one podcast. This girl was on there. She was like, "Bro, I made $30,000 last month." I was like, "Off what?"
That don't make no
what? They like, "What
boy.
do you do?" "Oh, I record myself. I do explicit photographs."
At this point, folks buying fucking toe pictures.
Nah, for real, they been doing that. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, toes is crazy. Like, nigga, I like when I like a girl, I like all of her. I would never pay for no daggone pictures, especially no toes. That's correct. Niggas be paying for draws.
They do. I never got the thing the way niggas be sniffing that shit. I be like, bro, what are you getting out of it?
I seen niggas pay for fart jars.
Y'all seen the thing with Lotto where she was selling her panties online?
Jones went for $90,000 on nigga. $90,000.
Nah, because it was claiming that she wore the same pair of panties though, like every day.
I understand that, but $90,000 for some used draws.
I'm not paying a cent.
I'm not even stealing no used draws.
What do you get? Oh yeah, I got a pair of Lotto's draws. Like,
gone.
Whoever got that shit got it framed on the wall. Though,
yes.
With special scratch to sniff glass on the you know she do.
Nah, like you know how like on a display it have like the little area where it's just nothing right there. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, they're gonna let you dig your finger in a little bit. And that's your high. That's
disgusting.
Niggas are nasty. That's the type of stuff that watching people have intercourse on your phone will do to you and make you want to pay for some draws. Make you want to pay for a fart jar.
Nah, that's just them weirdos who ain't got no bitches.
When you, bro, think
Imagine
about
paying
it.
for a fart jar.
Niggas do it. Nigga, she was sold out.
What?
Yeah, nah.
I don't know. I don't know what her name was.
They can't have no friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, because I think the issue as a whole is social media, but a part of it is that ability to just be online and not really have to make true interactions with another partner. You can just, if you're lonely, if you're happy, like it don't matter. Like you can just go. Like it literally does not matter. You can do it for any occasion. It could be birthday, anniversary. It don't matter.
Grandma died. Looking at it like,
like literally, that's literally that's facts. Like,
bro, you got it.
Nah, like me being your partner, like me being your friend. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, bro. That's weird. Why are you doing? Yes, I'm gonna talk about it. That's why I said he can't have no friends. But bro, I'm gonna cry when I get home. Damn, man.
But that's the thing. I ain't gonna say all his friends, but you got think like when you already, because that's kind of how it was. I was lucky. I looked into a lot of my friends, but even like if I didn't have that, if I didn't have that support group, like nigga, I could have been that guy that already had social issues, like didn't really know how to approach people, didn't know how to start conversations, make friends or whatever. And I could have been on the internet trying to make friends exclusively on the internet. And when you're on the internet, like the algorithm is going to bring you people exactly like you. So if you're a guy who has no social skills, doesn't know how to talk to women or even men to just make friends, like you're going to see a lot more people like that. And all of these guys are going to have all type of different like weird little fetishes, and they're going to watch all different type of crazy corn. You feel me? And basically any idea that you have gets like coddled and it gets reaffirmed. Nobody who is out and about, like you said, if you my man, you're not gonna sit here and just let me buy somebody fart jars on the internet. You're gonna tell me, nigga, you need to take your butt outside. But if you don't got nobody like that in your life, they gonna sit there and be like, yeah, bro, I got a fart jar too. Like, let's open them together.
Let's exchange them.
Let's exchange fart jars.
You want to sniff, dude?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you got these guys who literally, they don't have nobody to be like, come on, bro. So now they just sit here and they just, every chance they get, they ain't gotta talk to no girl. Why would they talk to no girl? They got 1,000 girls. Nigga, you can scroll on Twitter.
I was about to say, you might as well call Twitter a site
Twitter,
now.
They gonna have to take down Twitter. They're gonna get rid of corn.
I
ain't gonna lie.
Bro, you can scroll on Twitter and see more titties in a 15-second period than most niggas will see in their life.
No cap.
And there's literally no
And we be
incentive.
seeing who like it.
Nah, no lie. I ain't gonna lie. I be looking down there. I be seeing some niggas in school. I be like,
I ain't
wow,
gonna cap.
thirsty motherfuckers.
I was nosy the other day. I looked through DS following. He not innocent.
Why would you just randomly look through his following?
I ain't gonna lie. Why him? What made you think, man?
You must have got
I'm about
this
to get this nigga today.
I was just
red-handed.
Let me screenshot this motherfucker.
I was just looking one. I was like, let me just look through niggas because I was like, I done got Kayla red-handed. Let me see if I can get Buenos red-handed. Got him. Following Booty Mania 30. Crazy.
Nah, no cap. Rohan, another one. I ain't know Ro was like that. But
What you mean? He be following?
man, hey boy, go scroll down his shit.
His Twitter?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go look.
Bro
tonight.
said Booty Mania 30.
I ain't never heard no
Got
shit.
it.
Like
I'm gonna look at Rohan tonight. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch a red.
yeah, my bad.
Nigga,
Ro.
who said you safe?
He not. What's
I'm
up?
hella safe.
No, you're not.
Maybe
Now you must have unliked some shit.
No, I will say there's one person who followed me like 2 days ago, and she has OnlyFans. So I just follow her back. But I don't go out my way looking for. Come on, man.
Good by 2 years ago, boy.
Oh no!
When you talked me into getting Twitter, I went on that shit. I was like, let me see who he follows so I can figure out who I need. You know, maybe we can find some common interests. I scrolled on that. I said, boy, damn, you good, boy.
It was just straight women. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was
Birthday. Christmas. That's all he was doing.
like nigga. But that's the thing. I said, dang, this not a good look. I made a burner account and I made it private. And nigga, I was
be switching accounts every time. Oh yeah, it's
like
9 o'clock.
I'm not lying because this is what happened. I had this burner account. The account was called Tall for Nothing. And what I would do on that account, it would literally be like Daniel's Son Done at night or something like that. Daniel's Son Done dark. And I would just go in there and just flirt with hella shorties, go in there and just say so much stuff that I would never say on my main account.
Can we still find this?
No, it's deleted.
Oh,
Because I'm trying to change. I'm trying to get rid of that. Trying to get rid of that side of me.
You
bro.
ain't the worst person we know. Because
Yeah.
your boy Quinn, youngin.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That nigga is, hey, that's a nigga. That's a whole nother case. But
That's all he do. Lord.
but this how it be for me. I do whatever I do, you know. And because you know on Twitter they got the bookmarks.
Hey, throw that forward next time.
So on Twitter they got the bookmarks, and I would just be saving whatever video, and I just scroll, looking at all the videos, and then goddamn, I would, and then I would feel bad, and you can just hit clear all, and it's like it nothing ever happened, and then I would just feel bad.
And then you go right back to the next
Go
one.
right back to it. That's that. It was a vicious cycle.
Damn, man. What am I doing to myself?
What am I doing?
Same time tomorrow? God.
Literally. And like, but it's not gonna be until you take that initiative. Like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. I gotta make a change because it's messing with me mentally. And for me being a Christian, it was messing with my relationship with God. So I was like, okay, something has to change. And you know, I ain't perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's every now and again I relapse or I go text some shorty and
Murder a couple chickens every now and then.
Okay, nigga. But I'm just being real though. Like I'm not no perfect nigga. I can't sit here and act like I ain't DM no shorty within the last few months or even few weeks. Feel what I'm saying? But it's just like I literally gotta, whenever I mess up, gotta get back up again. And the goal is like, cause you ain't never gonna be perfect, but the goal is for it to be few and far in between, basically. So, and I be feeling bad about myself, but then I look at how I was like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm like, okay, I done came a long way.
Yeah, you
I'm
way better.
Exactly. I'm so much better, and I'm proud of that, and I'm glad that God has been able to bring me through that. Cause nigga, I was like,
Thought your mouth was dry. You was so damn thirsty.
I was thirsty. I'm talking about nigga, shorty. But Twitter was like the hot spot because all you had to do, I had my little technique. It was a meta. Like 3 pictures and follow them. And if they follow you back, you already know you. Because Because if you like 3 pictures, they get the memo. You want their attention. So if they would like 3 pictures back, game over. You already in there. You literally in there. And I would do that all the time. And it was just like, something got to stop. So yeah, that account is gone.
I've literally never DM'd anybody on Twitter.
I haven't either.
I literally only get on Twitter to like look at sports. And like back in the day when I was playing 2K, I'd get like locker codes for my team.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That was it. Them locker code, but they saved me a lot of time, boy.
It was a point in time my whole roster was off Twitter, boy.
Like I've never even texted a girl off Twitter in my life.
Nah, I can't say I have.
I be seeing Daniel flirt with him though.
I don't be doing that no more for real. One of the last time I done said dad gum under somebody a post a few weeks ago, something like that. Man, that was it. I wasn't really like fainting for nothing like that.
I hope not. Hey, gone.
But you got
must like me. That's like
put in my comments, dad gone.
I got a response though, so but it wasn't like I ain't pursued or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why is
I'm just saying, okay.
Like the way he looking at me, like yeah, nigga, you cap. That's the way you looking at me. I'm gonna let it.
I feel like you got something in your own body that's making you feel like that. Like you did it, cause that's the only way you feel guilty a little bit or something. Cause I ain't
because I feel guilty because it's like, bro, like I be making myself look crazy. I feel like because it's like how Daytrick be. Cause Daytrick be
that you don't care.
Daytrick be posting John 3:16 and then in the next post will be like, all that damn running, can't even take it. Like, what are you talking about, nigga? And he on the same path. Like he done got way better too. Bro. He done got way better too. But it's still like, okay, this is crazy. This is nuts,
bro. I just got like this year is the first. Well, end of last year, the first time I really got into Twitter. Yeah. I followed this man Daytrick. The first thing I seen, come take this Oreo. I was like, what is this?
Like, what is this nigga talking? What is wrong with this nigga?
You ain't never had no cookie and cream. I was like, bro,
that
what
shit ain't got no filter, bro.
I was like, what is this man talking about, bro?
No filter, bro.
Been playing Call of Duty Zombies ever since with him.
Literally, bro.
No filter, bro.
It's like, bro, but like he done really got, but like he done had like a similar, like, bro, it's a character arc, bro. It's like Naruto, bro. This nigga gonna stop for the most part saying all that crazy stuff. He getting better, bro. I'm proud to see it. I'm happy for the nigga. I'm happy for you, nigga. But yeah, man.
You told me he was post John 3:16 and then be
right back to his old really did that.
Like that's the type of timing he would be on. But like I said, everybody got their own like spiritual growth, how they growing and their relationship with God or whatever. So I ain't gonna sit there and just be on them like that. But if it was like to keep on, I'd be like, okay, bro. Every now and again, I'd send a screenshot, like, all right, bro. Get yourself together. But I wouldn't be on them like too crazy because I know everybody got their own thing going on. So I ain't too mad at them. Man, we got hour 37. Mm-hmm. I think
they're gonna wrap it up.
Call it pod. Hey man, thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate y'all. This was fun. I had a great time. Great first pod back. A lot of chemistry. I really like this. Every time we have like a new person, a guest, or anybody, I'd be like, word, and the chemistry don't be right. Nah, I think we got it.
David have been here before, but I won't really.
I was like, David have been here before. But like, all right, bro. We pro. Bro. We so pro.
We definitely pro with this new.
We so pro. We pro as heck, bro. But yeah, man, I appreciate you making it this far. If you made it this far, go ahead and put Chill D in the comment section.
Fast Chill D in the comment section.
CHXLL.
And while you do that, go subscribe. No cap.
Go subscribe. Go subscribe to my channel too. We almost at 500 subs. We're gonna be there in a few days. I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks, but that should change soon. That's my bad. Got anything else you want to shout out? Anything you want to? Your last word.
Hopefully that we're back now.
Yes.
There shouldn't be long waits anymore.
Yes.
If there is, there'll be updates.
Yes.
Other than that, thank you for tuning in, man.
We love y'all. Everybody who subbed, still stayed subbed, even though we ain't upload nothing. Anything you want to say there?
No, really. I know I'm new here. Crazy fan base on this channel, and it's really growing. I'm proud of what they done did so far. I can't say that. Yeah, that's about it. We're going to keep growing.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Thank you for watching another episode of the Lunchroom Podcast. We will see y'all next week. Peace.
I had to piss about 30 minutes.